Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are. Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
Hello, Newcastle, Lawrence County, Mercer, Butler, the whole deal. Welcome to Newswatch, and hopefully you're having a great morning as we get and bring you the latest updates of the day and what's going on. Right now, 50 degrees outside. A little warmer than yesterday, and we'll get to Lawrence County 45 weather. We'll take some time to show you this, and I'm going to do this right before we go. There's some fog up towards Cleveland and the lake, and here you go in our neighborhood. This is going to impact, and I showed you this because when we're going to traffic, I'm going to let you in on that little secret. Now, hopefully you've got that first cup of coffee, iced tea, whatever it may be, and let's take a look at how the traffic's doing on the highways and byways. This is 168 and 376, and as you can see, as I don't move myself around here, fog. And this is going to be the flavor of the day. That's why I kind of showed you ahead of time the ground clutter. Now, as you looked up towards our neck of the woods from Pittsburgh, what you saw was clear. So if you're heading towards Pittsburgh, by the time you get to Cleveland, it's going to burn off. If you're heading up to Sharon, Warren, Youngstown, you're good to go. It's clear. If you're heading towards Pittsburgh, you're going to encounter the fog. And we're going to show you exactly where that is. Now take a look at this. This is the interchange with 376. Once again, fog settles in. interchange with that and the turnpike, so you can tell right off that it's going to be a foggy morning as you make your way through and move around. So make sure you got the lights on and everything so people can see you. Here's another I-376. You just gotta love how they go all over the place. Really dense fog. This is as you're heading down towards the Beaver Falls area. And also covering the traffic. Okay, here's Martha Street. Now, this further north, and you see how it changes. Martha Street up in Lawrence County with 376, bang, starts to clear up as it's higher and further away from the river. And last but not least, maybe you got to buy something and you're heading to the store. This is State Street and 422. Fog built in. Be careful. So that gives you a rundown of weather and traffic. First up, as you're heading out the door, maybe you put us on your radio and play us through there as we give you the news of the day. A lot of different things you can do with Nctv45, and we appreciate you bringing it to you. Now let's get to your COVID. I feel like this is a daily number. Statewide positives, 776, and let the war of the masks and everything else begin. What do I mean by that? Well, watching Fox News this morning, watching CNN, there seems to be the battle over the masks, on whether to wear masks, whether to not wear masks. Now, the last test we had, Fox News stated about the pandemic of 1916, 1919, somewhere in there. And what they said was this: masks made no difference. We are already starting to develop herd immunity towards this virus, and you're starting to see it subside. That reported by one of the doctors on Fox. So you're having less of a problem. Now, far be it from the Democrats to let any good crisis go to waste, as they continue to beat the drum. But 776 positives, and we don't even know about how many were false positives or that type of thing. So I caution you on that number as being a little bit crazy. Thousands of Pennsylvanians recruited to serve as poll workers for the general election, and a lot of people are going to be watching as that comes up, as they want to make sure the count is right in what is a very partisan split electorate. PA gambling shows game and fantasy things as fantasy betting, I guess. Sources of revenue they gave a report, and it's up as I guess you have access to do that online now and what have you, so good for them as that continues. The governor's still wanting to crack down on state police bureau liquor control enforcement, 14th and 15th, 16 warnings. The guy can't still get it through his head that people are losing money. He's getting sued out the wazoo, and it was determined, if you didn't catch us yesterday, that his maneuvers have been unconstitutional. The right of U.S. citizens to assemble shall not be impeded. Okay? So he's picking on the peaceful group, and the rioters he doesn't seem to be caring about. I don't think you're going to catch anything from somebody sitting having a beer. But somebody acting crazy protesting in one of our larger cities, there could be a problem. Now, with that, we have a few more stories we're going to want to get to. But first of all, I am going to get you over to, as I get this straightened out, over to sports. And we're going to be right back after this.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. And yes, I wore my orange because in Ohio, this is a game of oranges. Orange you for the Bengals or orange you for the Browns? Well, they're playing up in Cleveland, Cincinnati taking on the Brownies, and that, again, Thursday Night Football, if you're so inclined. Now, over in the NBA, we have Eastern Finals, and they are the Miami Heat at the Boston Celtics. Let's go Celtics. Over in Major League Baseball, and I really can't help it because it seems so humorous to me that these games, I don't know, with nobody in the stadium, it's like, makes me scratch my head. St. Louis is at Pittsburgh, so time for the Pirates to make the Cardinals feel good. Cleveland's at Detroit. The Mets are at Philadelphia, and Toronto, I can't catch the ball if it goes out in the center field. They're playing the Yankees. I mean, did you see that the other day? The center fielder, he went out right to him, he dropped it. Went to him, he dropped it for the Blue Jays twice, and the Yankees won. The Yankees also, in a little stat, outscored. They outscored the Giants, the Mets, and the hockey teams, I guess. So, go figure. Now, time for the NHL. What do you have going down there? Well, Thursday, Tampa Bay at the New York Islanders. And college football. No Friday games. You'll be able to catch games tomorrow. So that gives you an idea where you're at. Now, this was the Cedars Sports Corner. We're going to take this time out, and we'll be right back with a whole bunch more. Don't go away.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Jim Micco and Sons, 347 East Washington Street in Newcastle, can service a lot of your lawn equipment. It's jimmickoandsons.com, their website, and you can email them at jimmickoandsons@verizon.net. Their phone number, 724-652-6911. Proud sponsors of community television in Newcastle. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chalala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
Hello and welcome back. 51 degrees, picked up a degree. Yesterday, we lost a degree during Newswatch. Today, we picked up a degree. Things looking up. Remember, if you're going down towards the Berg, you're going to catch that fog around Zillionople, Beaver Falls. Okay, so slow down, be careful. Beaver, if you're heading towards Cleveland, by the time you get there, it'll burn off. If you're heading up towards Sharon, Warren, Youngstown, you're good to go. It's all nice and clear up there. So let me remind you, Planet Fitness open now 24 hours. That's personally, I'm real happy and glad to be back. Now, here's what sorry, it's a bunch of bunk. Governor Tom Wolf and Lieutenant Governor Fetterman Message to the legislature. Now's the time to take up legislation of adult use of cannabis. Not thinking so. If you're so on people doing drunk driving and all these other things, okay, if you're so on people during your mitigation that was unconstitutional, but you have state police going around, why would you put another place for them to go? Just really, Governor Tom Wolf, his thinking is always a little suspect. And with that, maybe I come down on him hard, but I think it's a good thing. Because if you don't have a problem, don't create it. PennDOT resumes reissuance of the Real ID. Now, this kind of got lost in the shuffle. If you're planning on going into a federal building or something, you'll need a Real ID. The fee is $31.50. So that at the DMV and up in Union, you want to take a look at that. And before we get to, well, we got a couple things. Let's talk about this. We have a strong following from the Mercer County area. Thus, people in Greenville, Mercer, Hermitage are watching Nctv45. And hey, why not? Due to health concerns surrounding the chamber is unable to host any in-person annual dinner. We are trying to determine if we should host the annual meeting. And they're asking you to let them know. My personal opinion is go for it. Let's start getting back to normal. This from the West Wing. Media pushes unverified gossip to hide Trump's amazing economic and foreign policy achievements. Well, there's a real knee slapper. I think Nctv45 and Fox are the only ones that are talking about the fact that this guy's really been doing things with peace in the Middle East. I also believe that nobody's talking on what the economy was before this hit. The Democratic media has a new mission to distract our attention from President Trump's incredible record. And I mean incredible, both economic and foreign policy. Andy Petzer, he wrote that in the Federalist. If you get a chance, make sure you check that out. And I just thought about doing that. That makes it a little easier. New income hit record high and poverty reached record low in 2019. See, this is what they're not telling you. American households gained more in half a century last year under President Trump, according to the report by the Census Bureau. Pro-growth work policies, medium household income grew by $4,400. Poverty rate plunged then to 10.5%. You know, it looks pretty good to me. That from the West Wing. Now, we already showed you the fog situation, so I'm not going to go back to radar. I will say this: there's 100% humidity, winds are calm, barometric pressure at 30.14, dew point 51, and visibility 4.2 miles. So let's get to Lawrence County 45 weather and see what your day looks like. We'll be right back.
Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't even need only guard the score at Lindy's Lunch. Before the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
County 45 weather, and well, after last night's partly cloudy low of 53, how is your Thursday looking? Well, as we take a look at local radar, you see a little fog, little ground clutter. National scene, nothing's really moving. As right here you have the hurricane, and as you move up, it's clear right across the country. So with that being said, let's take a look at your week, your Thursday, your weekend. 53 last night, partly cloudy. Now your Thursday, mostly cloudy, 72, and winds will be calm from the north at 6 miles an hour in the afternoon. And then Thursday night, and sometimes you saying these things. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, 48. I don't know why I'm gonna start my week or something in the middle of the week. Friday, sunshine, 66. Friday night, mostly clear and 40. Saturday, sunshine and 65. Notice these temperatures: Saturday night, clear low of 39. And with that clear low of 39, I'm going to tell you, if you have plans, you might want to cover them. You're only a few degrees away from freezing, 7. Your call. That brings us into Sunday, 68. Sunshine. Sunday night, clear low, 41. Monday, sunshine and 71. Monday night, clear low of 43. And Tuesday, sunshine and 74. If you look at the start of the weekend, we've got temperatures in the 60s, barely getting out of the 60s when they do, 71, 72. And overnight lows about 40 degrees. I'm just scanning it. Friday, 40, Saturday, 39, 41 on Sunday, 43 on Monday. It's going to be cold, folks. So make sure that you know that you bundle up and dress accordingly for that cold morning weather. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take a break, hear from these great people, and we'll be right back.
Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you will only guard the score at Lindy's Lunch. For the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program. Elham's for one great dining experience.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Newswatch Morning. Stay tuned and visit our many programming options of the day as we will bring you Newcastle Red Hurricane Girls Volleyball a little later on in the day, and Mass and what have you. Make sure that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that Nctv45 available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, that's Nctv45. Now make sure you get that second glass of iced tea, coffee, whatever it may be, and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.